What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Team of the Season Gundogan. He is the 92 Man City German player who has had an upgrade from his 83 gold to his 86 player of the month to his 88 second player of the month to now his 92 Team of the Season. I do feel like he probably could have gone up maybe one more, 93, 94, but obviously with the upgrade system they've done this year, with it being not necessarily non-existent, but I mean we do know that some of the players literally have had like a +4, +3 if anything. So for me, it's not a massive upgrade. Normally at the kind of the basis was normally a +6, but last year we did see like 10s, 12s, 15s. Obviously there's some big names going out there, whereas this year they seem to be a little bit tame. In terms of Gundogan, obviously a 4-star, right-footed, 5'11", and he has got injury prone as his only trait, unfortunately. He is a very well balanced CM, so he is going to be quite a very good box to box. We have given him the shadow, which obviously gets his defending up because his shooting, passing and dribbling are all above over 92, which is absolutely phenomenal. We've got 83 acceleration and sprint speed. Obviously with the shadow they both go up to 93. Attacking positioning is fantastic. Even finishing for a CM is very nice. And then obviously shot power as well, again, is up there with the best of them. Vision, passing, curve, everything in there is absolutely fantastic. All above 94, which is always perfect for a CM. We've got a bit of strength and aggression from him, which is always good. Stamina wise, 82 I feel like will just do, but potentially could use a sub later on in the second half. And then the defensive side of stuff, it will go up to 97 interceptions, 89 defensive awareness, 93 standing and 90 tackle. And then obviously we have the dribbling side of stuff. Composure, dribbling, ball reactions and ball control are all brilliant. And then we've got the 85 agility balance, which again isn't awful. I feel like he will be, I don't feel like he'll be a very agile player, but I don't think he's going to be stiff or takes time to move. He'll be able to do that left stick dribbling to some extent, and hopefully he'll be able to ball roll his way past a few opponents. So let's jump into Gundogan. We obviously got him from a Premier League upgrade, and let's see what he can do. Right then, straight into Gundogan. What are we seeing? Okay, oh, let's took the ball off him, into him again. Got two opponents on this guy. Lovely. The one thing that I'm going to really, I think, like with Gundogan is definitely his passing style. Something that's going to be very nice and usable from him all game long. So let's see what we can do with him as we see him potentially in. That's lovely dribbling. I may not have been able to, but obviously with two opponents, it becomes very difficult to get that kind of left stick on the go. But the dribbling already caught my eye. It's not awful, so that is something that I didn't predict that he would be not necessarily very good at, because I feel like he was going to be solid, but I didn't think he was going to be a very good dribbler. Like, I felt like he was going to be kind of above average at best. Nothing too bad, nothing too good. Whereas at the minute, that little dribble there, that nice little circle spin was very tasty. Into Gundogan again. Going to try and find someone down the wing. Oh, I wanted Bale. Why on earth did it not go for that? I held Y and everything, but it didn't manage to go for that pass. Passes it out. Oh, rocket coming in from Gundogan. Love to see that. You know that's going to score many goals. Into Gundogan to see this one out. What can we find? He is actually quite quick than I thought, to be honest. He's got a little bit of pair of boots on him, to be fair. Oh, it's going to make, that is a wonderful cross. How on earth Mane has not buried that in the bottom left where I aimed. But Gundogan so far genuinely has been an absolute solid centre mid. Like I say, with Team of the Seasons, you are going to find a lot of players are going to be able to do a lot of things. That's a cracking goal, but you're not going to really kind of had a bad experience unless they're just not that high rated. You find the 90s plus will all have some relatively nice kind of strengths to them. If you can play with them, then obviously then that's even better. Gundogan, brave in that one. Oh, he's kept the ball lovely. I wanted the ball roll, didn't happen there. Tielemans into Mane. He's going to go with that scoop. I was hoping that Tielemans was going to come back there. What can we find? Can we find a bit of a Bale? No, not quite. Gundogan's going to pick it up though. Back inside. And again, I'm sick of these kind of collisions. Why on earth is so many happening recently? Gundogan with a tackle. sees in a bit of Kevin. Oh, he's completely knows where we're going with that one. Oh, Kevin, beautiful. Gundogan seeing it out. I feel like a lot of people will be getting this card, probably tomorrow in Reds, but also with upgrade packs, with guaranteed packs. He just seems to be quite a common one. I think we've got him 3 times so far. Mane going for that finesse. Okay, that was a bit ambitious. But we've had him about 3 times, I want to say. At least twice, but I want to say 3 times. Just because he is so easy to get. It's very much like a Souček. I feel like them two together are the kind of the easy packable ones compared to like the De Bruynes, the Brunos, obviously. But I was kind of surprised that we didn't get maybe a little bit more of Luke Shaw and kind of like Fofana. I thought them two would really have that crown in terms of being the cheap and easy ones to get, but it seems like it's the other way around, as obviously he is coming in at how much? He's coming in at 110k at the moment, which is crazy for a 92, and obviously with his ability, I know there is going to be cheaper out there once we get to the Bundesliga. He may hit a little bit of a price due to the links that you can get with the likes of Kimmich, Muller, Goretzka, any of them big boys that potentially could get in. So going into the overall then for big boy Gundogan, as we can see, he is 92 rated and is an absolute beast. 110k is more than fine for him. I think 115 he is floating between the two, obviously. I think he didn't get one last year or the year before. Has he ever had? I think this could be, this is his first team of the season. Obviously he's done pretty well this year, and I think, don't know if he's the first player to ever get 2 player of the months back to back with no informs. Literally, the guy has had no special cards and yet played literally better to get 2 player of the months back to back. Obviously, there was no upgrade for it where we had a few years ago where we had Royce, I think like 3 or 4 times, kind of like put in one of the versions to make it a little bit cheaper. I think that for me, for player of the month especially, makes 100% amount of sense. I don't think that being able to do the 86 for say 200k, and then the 88 comes out in a month's time and it's another 300k. I feel like you should be able to kind of leeway with that. I understand why they do it, but at the same time, you can't use both players, so it's not even if you get a benefit from it of doing both. You are literally just giving up your 86 within that 88, so it is what it is. But for me, Gundogan has been absolutely brilliant. Lovely solid CM. Obviously we went the shadow on him, which makes him pretty well balanced throughout. His pace was quite nice. Shooting was a little bit decent. We didn't really test it out too much, as I will find him more as a kind of like box to box pass, assist, dribbling kind of type. He did surprise me on his agility balance. I felt like he was a little bit better than what I was expecting in terms of how quickly he can turn and all of that good stuff. I thought he was going to be not blocky, but I mean as in he weren't going to be as quick as he was in terms of the turn, as you can see in the gameplay. Defensively, sound, managed to win the ball back, gets in the right positions, interceptions, tackles, all of that great stuff. And strength-wise, I think it's good. I think it's above average in terms of strength when looking at it on its base. But to be honest, it's solid, absolutely solid. I didn't really notice anything about his stamina either going into that second half. Maybe in quite a heavy defending match, potentially then you could see a lot of stamina being drained from him. Obviously being pulled left, right and centre outside his box could potentially drain it more for a longer period of time. But up and down, absolutely fantastic from him. Obviously, he is quite a cheap centre mid, so there is going to be better out there. In terms of centre mids, I don't know if we've had, I think Valverde probably is one of the best. We got, because Kevin De Bruyne and obviously Bruno, for me, are more cams, if anything. They're not really centre mids. Souček obviously is a DM. I'd say Mason Mount is definitely a cam more than a CM. I feel like Community would be the one, and I think Valverde would probably be the first in terms of centre mids we've got. And then I would say Gundogan's probably second. I know obviously he hasn't had massive amount of competition, but so far so good with him. I think he's well worth the buy if you have got him. Obviously you want to be looking tomorrow at rewards. Other than that, try and get him in a Premier League pack. It should be quite simple if you can get a couple of them done. Obviously you just got to keep grinding them over, and then you never know, if your luck's in, your luck's in. I'm personally going to give Gundogan a 9 out of 10. Let me know down below what you think about him. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.